Hey guys, Chicago injury lawyer Scott DeSalvo here, and in today's video I'm going to answer the question, why can't you get me money on my case before I'm done going to the doctor? So I've had a couple of people call me, people I represent. They'd never worked with me before, they never had an injury case before, and one was a gentleman with a workers' comp case and one was a lady with a car crash case. And both of them called me right before a holiday weekend and left me a message saying, I want status on my case. Why don't we have money on the case yet? And I called both of them back and I said, okay, well, before I tell you what's going on with your case, what's going on with you? Like, are you done going to the doctor? How are you feeling? In the case of the gentleman with the workers' comp case, I'm like, are you done going to the doctor? Are you back at work? Have you been back at work pain-free for at least a month or two so that we can make sure that you're really feeling better? And in both situations, they weren't done going to the doctor. The gentleman was still off work. He was receiving TTD, or temporary total disability. That's the money that they pay you while you're off work with an injury with a doctor's note. And in the case of the lady, she had a sit-down job, but she was still in treatment and still having a lot of pain. And they both wanted to know, like, how long until the case is settled, how long until the case is resolved. So I'm going to tell them the same thing. I'm going to tell you the same thing I told them, right? And it's going to make sense once I say it, right? But a lot of people don't, when they're in the middle of it, they don't connect this, right? So most people know, and if you don't know, now you will, we cannot really settle your injury case until you're done going to the doctor or until your treatment plateaus. What do I mean by that? Well, if you have a temporary neck strain, back sprain, or let's say you need shoulder surgery and they do the shoulder surgery on you, and then you do your therapy after the shoulder surgery and the doctor says, okay, you're good, you're done. You go back to work, you go back to your activities of daily living, all that stuff. You return back to the way you were, right? Well, that's when you're done treating, right? So we really can't settle your case until we hit that point. And the reason why is once we settle an injury case, there's no going back and asking for more. So let's say I settled your shoulder injury case before the doctor said that you needed surgery. And we settled it on the basis of a shoulder sprain with a month of physical therapy, 2 months of physical therapy. And then we assumed that you would just be okay. Well, that case would be worth way less money than a case where you have shoulder surgery, right? So we have to wait until you're completely better. So what happens if we settle the case on the 2-month basis, and then you end up needing 3 shoulder surgeries, and then you can never use that arm again? You can never return to work. That's a much bigger case than 2 months of physical therapy shoulder strain case, right? And a lot of the cases in my office work out that way. They start out where the person thinks, this is temporary, it's not going to get any worse. I'll go get some therapy, it'll bounce back, and I just want this over. I don't want a case to drag on. Well, I can't settle your case until you're done treating, because God forbid, what if you need surgeries? What if you end up with a permanent problem, right? Now, what do I mean by plateau, right? So if you have a permanent injury, like where we know right out of the gate, let's say you have a serious neck injury and you've got symptoms down your arm and they have to do a neck surgery right away, and even after the neck surgery you're still having a lot of pain, and then you have another neck surgery and that reduces the pain, but you still have numbness and weakness down one arm because the nerves were compressed for too long, and you still have pain down the other arm, and let's say you had a physical job and now you can never return back to that physical job, and you're working at a gas station part-time for, way less than you were making before. Well, that's a case where I wouldn't want to settle it before one of those surgeries. I would want you to be done with the surgeries where the doctor says, this gentleman or this lady is never going back to the way they were. So here's where they were before, this is where they are now, and that's it. You know, like, that's, you know, you didn't recover, but you plateaued, meaning your recovery is as good as it's going to get, and you still have the need for medical care, you still have the need for medical treatment, and you're probably going to need it for the rest of your life, right? So there's no discharge date from the doctor. You're going to be seeing a doctor, maybe just a pain doctor, for a long, long time. You know, and it's for the same reasons. You know, we can't just settle the case until you're done going to the doctor. So even though it's frustrating, even though a lot of people experience a lot of stress and anxiety about having an open injury case, it really bothers a lot of people. They want it over with. They don't want anything hanging over the head. And I get it, which is why my office does everything. You know, I don't ask my clients to do legwork unless they want to get involved. If they want to get involved, I'm perfectly happy to let them get involved and have them do that kind of running around and stuff. So anyway, that's how that works. Can't settle your case, can't get you a number, can't close out a case until we know what we're dealing with medically. And if we do, it's a big mistake. So anyway, hope that helps you. Hope that information helps you. Hope you and the family are well. If you or anyone you know has been injured in any kind of accident, work injury, car accident, dog bite, bar fight, you name it, nursing home abuse, medical malpractice, that's what I do. That's what I do for a living. I don't make any money shooting YouTube videos for injured people for free. I'm an actual practicing lawyer, and that's how I pay the bills. So if you know anybody who's been injured in an accident, please give me a call, 312-500-4500. That's 312-500-4500. You can call that number anytime, night or day. Doesn't make a difference. You can call that number. Somebody will pick up. What else do I got for you? Oh, I built 2 really cool tools in case you want some information about your situation without talking to a lawyer. One is called the Case Cash Calculator. It tells you what your case might be worth. The other one is called the Good Case Calculator. It tells you whether you might have a good case or a case with some warts, some challenges, right? Both of them are free. Both of them are on my website. You answer 7 questions right off the top of your head, and in 10 to 20 seconds you get custom information about your particular situation, all for free, all without talking to a lawyer. Links in the description. Getting a lot of positive feedback. People love those things. They're using them. They're sending me notes, leaving thank yous in the comments section. So people really like that information that I'm giving away for free, and I'm happy to do it. So check those out. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Hit the bell icon so you get notified when I release a new video. And finally, if you enjoy the information I provide to injured people and you wouldn't mind doing me a favor that I will always appreciate and will truly never forget, it would be a nice thing to do. If you wouldn't mind leaving me a 5-star review on Google, it would help me compete against these multi-million-dollar advertisers. Link in the description. All you do is go to that web address on your phone, your tablet, or your computer, and hit 5 stars, say a kind word, hit submit, and before you know it, you're done, and I will always have gratitude for you doing me that favor. So if you wouldn't mind doing it, I'd appreciate it. Otherwise, we have reached the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you and your family are well. If there's anything I can do for you, or any questions you have, or if you or a loved one or someone you want to refer has an injury that you'd like to send my way, I'd really appreciate it. You can always reach me at 312-500-4500. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.